What do you think? Arsenal has been able to get it done, but what do you think is their composure, state of mind, looking at the fact that they have enough time to be able to clinch this before the Champions League final? What do you think their state of mind would be like now, going forward, Joshua?
Yeah, I think that for first, I think we probably should talk about the game and, of course, the controversial cancelling of that guy. Wish Emmanuel was here today.
Emmanuel will deny
I was trying to
everything.
get his take, but again, I remember I think it was after church, we were talking about the game of how like it took how many minutes, 6 minutes, how many different reviews to
Reviews, yeah.
eventually make the VAR decision. And again, it's almost like as though the world stood still. Everybody was like, "Oh my God!" Like, because if the goal had counted, that would be a draw, and we are back
That'll
to
be a
the level
draw.
playing field, and
We're
it's
back
like,
to
"Oh
the
my
same
God!"
number
Like,
of points again. Yeah.
and again, it just went in favor of Arsenal. And I think, like I said, it was not a vintage performance. It was not like a very vintage performance from Arsenal. But right now, they don't need vintage. They just need to get over the line. And they got the goal. They controlled the game. And as we've seen West Ham fighting for their lives, also for relegation, they always go ahead. They always like push in the end. You see how they push men forward, and because they are fighting for their lives, so they have something on the line. So it was also important for them. And again, why the game was so balanced and so difficult. And yeah, and again, the goal that, like, as we are calling it, the goal that never was, right?
That's true.
The goal
That's
that
true.
never was. And it was, yeah, the corner, and it was just crazy. But again, I feel, I think it's a foul. Yeah, it was a foul on the goalkeeper. So Villarreal were right to chop off the goal. And again, it then depends on like the interpretation. Why did it take so long? Were there other fouls in the box at the time by Arsenal players on West Ham players? The question would then be, which foul came first, the one on the goalkeeper or the one by maybe Declan Rice holding somebody in the box? And I think why the conversation is really deep now in terms of why people feel like is not justice also is because a lot of people feel, or the sentiment feel, is that Arsenal has gotten away with a lot of these
Yeah, yeah.
handling, maneuvering, grabbling, blocking keeper all through the season with their set piece, with their corner kick method, and that has gotten them out of jail a lot of the times. They've gotten a lot of goals, and people argue that if the same rule was applied, the same force, if the same energy was kept all through the season, Arsenal may not be where they are today. So again, but the reason the conclusion is two wrongs does not make it right.
Yeah,
And
yeah, yeah.
that Arsenal were wrong to be penalized for it doesn't mean you should then give the goal for West Ham, because just because Arsenal has benefited from it in the past. What is wrong is still wrong. So it's just unfortunate that Arsenal benefited from it. And West Ham were not able to. I mean, it's the nature of the beast, but I think it was a foul on the goalkeeper, and it's just a quite unfortunate. And like Gary Neville said, this is probably going to go down as one of the biggest VAR decisions in recent memories, probably since VAR came to England, because that that singular decision could be what wins Arsenal the league,
The league, yeah, yeah.
and of course could be what takes West, because there are a lot of factors involved. West Ham going down, Arsenal winning the league, Manchester City not winning the league. So that decision was a very key moment, and I don't want to be in the referee's shoe at that moment, because I can what was
It
going
was tough.
through his
I
head.
don't know what was going through his head that time. It was really
You
tough.
can imagine the whole weight of the world on you, because you know that your decision here could make or mar someone's
That's all,
season,
yeah.
someone's
He
career.
spent a lot of time looking at it so that he knows that
That's why
there's
he
a
spent a lot
basis
of
for
time
that
looking at
decision.
it. I mean, you could just see how important that is. That's why I'm like, sometimes, and no matter the decision he went with, there would have been this backlash.
It's true, it's
If
true,
he
it's
went with
true.
the goal, if he gave the goal, there would have still been a lot of backlash in the media.
Backline, yeah, yeah.
Just have to, it's almost as though damned if you do, damned if you don't. You
If you
just have
don't
to
know
live and die by those decisions. Whether he gave the goal or he didn't give the goal, there
or
will
not, yeah.
still have been this conversation. Again, it was an interesting way to end the season, and you feel as though that goal will be talked about for years to come. But yeah, I mean, good one for us. Like, to see how they celebrated at the end of the game, how Ateta was. Saka even posted different memes on Instagram, and you could just see that they know that is a big moment for them. Like, and they celebrated, and now they just have to also still go to win these next two games, right? So they still have to go get over the line this next game, and Burnley are going to give them different issues. Crystal Palace are going to give them different issues, so they have to then go ahead and take it. But again, they can't think too far ahead.
Yeah.
One game at a time, one game at a time. But you have to feel they made the giant a huge stride with in coming through that game. So